Why is it that there's someone in one corner of this world who is living as if this is heaven for them, or there's another one at another corner of this earth who is actually suffering as if this is their hell? What brings in the difference? What makes the difference? We are all enjoying the same timeline. We all have the same 24 hours, wherever you are in this world. There's nobody who has 24 hours and 1 second. We all have the same time. But why is that one person enjoying life and the other living in misery? Yes, so that's what makes the difference. The difference is in how we get to live our lives, and that's what I want us to talk about. Our perception is everything in this life. Let's get on to it. Why wait? So, one thing that you need to understand is that we as human beings, and you know, there's one person who said that as a man think, so he feels, so he becomes. Okay? So it is how you think that is going to determine how you are going to feel, how you are going to behave, and definitely how you are going to become, or who you are going to become. So if your thoughts are right, then definitely everything is well. Okay? If your thoughts are aligned to your divine purpose, then definitely you are going to resonate and vibrate at the same frequency with your goals, with your dreams. The challenge is that most of us, our dreams are not vibrating at the same frequency with our thoughts. There needs to be an alignment. Okay? There needs to be an alignment between your goals, what you want, and what you are thinking. For example, if you, let me ask you a question for a better understanding. Let's say, for example, you want to go to gym. Unataka kwenda gym, maybe kuuga kidogo, you know. You want to get some, either to reduce some weight or to, you know, add some muscles, yeah. And then maybe you happen to talk to your friend and then munaongea unamwambia, yeah, now let's do this, let's motivate one another. Wacha tumotivatiane, and then kila asubuhi tutakuwa tunaenda gym, and then, you know, we are going to motivate one another. So kila asubuhi tunaenda gym at whatever particular time, 7 a.m. let's say. Then your friend shows up the first day that you said you're going to be, you know, the day that you said you're going to start going to the gym. So be it on a Monday. So your friend shows up and you don't. That's the first day. The second day, your friend shows up and you don't. So that means you may be giving excuses why you're not going to the gym. The third day, the fourth day, the first week. So let me ask you, what's going to happen the second week? Even if you tell your friend that you're actually going to show up, do you think your friend is going to believe you? Do you think your friend is going to wait for you? Definitely no. And that's what happens. Your thoughts and your actions need to align. They must vibrate with the same frequency so that you can be able to manifest in your life what you want. You cannot wake up in the morning, start saying that by the end of the day, I want to make 10,000. That's what you want. That's your goal. That's your desire. So you wake up in the morning and you say, yesterday I made 10,000, so today I want to make 20,000 as profit. There's two kinds of people There's one who is going to say, I want to achieve, I want to have a profit of 10,000 by the end of the day, or 20,000. And then immediately they are going to get to work. They'll start strategizing. They'll start getting their hearts dirty. They'll start making the phone calls that they need to make. They'll start doing what they need to do to achieve that goal that they want, without doubting it. Okay? So the moment this person has said, I want to get a profit of 10,000 by the end of the day, and then they say it with a conviction in their mind that this is actually going to be true, that this is actually going to happen. So definitely this person is going to achieve whatever that they want. But now let's look at another guy. Wakes up in the morning and says, today I want to make a profit of 10,000, let's say. So today I'm looking forward to making a profit of 10,000. And then he goes ahead and says, but yesterday I had said I'm going to make a profit of 5,000, which I didn't. So what are the chances that today I'm going to make a profit of 10,000? I think they are almost zero. I think they are so minimal. Yeah. So I think the chances that I'm going to make 10,000 profit today are way too down. The possibility is way low. I might not achieve that. And I think I'm not going to achieve that. Okay? So that's one guy. So ameamuka asubuhi na akasema, today I want to make a profit of 10,000. But again, he goes ahead and starts doubting immediately whether he is going to achieve the dream based on the past experiences, the experience that he had yesterday. So these two people, by the end of the day, they are going to be different. The one who said that I'm going to achieve a profit of 10,000 and did not doubt it and started working towards achieving that goal. Their thoughts were aligned towards achieving that goal. Their actions and feelings and emotions were aligned towards achieving that particular goal. Then definitely this guy is going to achieve that goal. Let me tell you something. Even if this guy is not going to achieve this goal, by the end of the day, he's not going to feel disappointed. He's not going to be frustrated. Because when he began, he looked at achieving this goal as a possibility, but not as a fact, But this other guy who said, I would like to achieve a 10,000 profit today, but then immediately starts doubting it, saying, yesterday I didn't make what I wanted, so most likely hata leo sita achieve chenye nataka, So his chances of achieving that goal are way too low. And now this gets me to the first reason why some of you are not achieving your goals. So we are going to talk about 3 points or 3 reasons why your goals are not becoming, your goals are not becoming a reality. Just 3. And then we can touch on others on a later date. That could be next week during our Tuesday show. The first reason why your goals are not becoming a reality is 1, because you are too attached to your goals and you have fixed your mind that these goals must become true. That's the first mistake that you can make. Let me show you how it works or how it happens. You know, how you get there. You know, when we are in school, especially high school, and even today, you are taught that you must make goals, and not just goals. You must make SMART goals. SMART being an acronym. S for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for realistic, and T for time bound. That's cool. It's a nice acronym. But when you do that, and you fix your mind that I want to buy a car, or I want to buy a house, or I want to have a meaningful relationship, or I want to have helped 10,000 people at this particular time, then definitely you have fixed your mind that by next year, January, I should have done this and that. Remember, when we fix our minds that we want to achieve something, we always do that based on our current knowledge and understanding. When you after you finished your Form 4 studies, after unimaliza high school, you're saying to yourself that now that I'm about to go, you know, maybe you are able to get grades which are to enable you, you know, to go to college or university. Let's say, for example, university. And then you say to yourself that when I get to the university, because nimepata A minus, nikienda high school, nikienda university, I'm going to get a first class honors degree. The first year. And that, of course, happened because when you go to the university, you are so naive, you know, you're so young. Huku umejua kuna kitu inaitwa sex sana, you know, huku unajua kuna venye unaweza vuta bagi, ikuonyeshe my dreams, ikuonyeshe, you know, future. Huku unajua kuna kubaunzisha class, you know. Huku unajua, you know, unaweza have huyu girlfriend leo, kesho huyu, siku hiyo ingine huyu mwingine. Yes. Huku unajua unaweza danganya wazazi, unaenda pavilion wa kutumia 10,000. Huku unajua unaweza danganya wazazi ati sijui kuna nini, and then, you know, wanakupatia pesa and then you misuse that money. You didn't know all those things existed when you were in first year. So definitely ulipata first class. Second year, ukaanza kujua haija. Kube. Hidio, yani, nimekuwa hapa mwaka mzima na sijaijua naweza kuwa na madem 10 at the same time. Kwani mimi ni mjinga aje? Yani nimekuwa hapa hiyo miaka yote na sijajua ati siwe hakuna mtu anaweza nizuia kuvuta bagi. Nimekuwa hapa mwaka mzima na sijaijua naweza enda kwa club na nilale huko nikilewa. Kwani what was I thinking? You know? That's you saying that to yourself in second year. Bona why am I not enjoying life? Bona sikuli raha, bona si bondi raha. Kwani niko na shida gani? Ni nini sina? Ni pesa. Simu kuja hapa. Ta. Ero, ma'am. Mko salama? Okay. Hata mimi niko poa. Sasa kuna trip tulikuwa tumeambiwa tunaenda and ni compulsory actually, ni compulsory. It's actually very important because hiyo ndio naona itafanya nipate first class hapa university. Yes, actually. And hii trip tunaenda nini park fulani na kampuni mbili. Kuna moja inaitwa Roge, kuna ingine inaitwa you know, you give the names. So yes, so and zote mbili wamesema ni 8,000. Hiyo ni accommodation ya one day and then transport and upkeep and everything. Kwanza it's very cheap. We had to bargain, you know. Sisi tumebargain, wakatuambia ni sawa, watatucharge 8,000 yes for 1 week. Okay, mtoto wangu, juu mimi nataka usome na ukuwe na degree mzuri na upate first class, ni sawa. Wacha niende kibarua ama wacha nikope kwa mama nani, alafu nikutumie. Okay, sawa, thank you ma'am, bye. Yes. So ukajua unaweza fanya hivyo. And the story continued and continued. So, after second year, ukapata second class upper. That year ukapata second class lower. For the obvious, ukapata pass. When you are graduating the graduation day, that's when you are realizing. Nilikuwa nimesema nitapata nini? First class. Na hii ni pass. Akianani mimi maisha yangu imeharibika. You know, I'm done. It's over. I'm nobody. I'm useless. Yes? So, why is this happening? Because you had fixed your mind that you are going to achieve this dream no matter what. So, when you fix your mind to a certain goal, when you fix your mind and you feel too attached to a specific goal, saying that this must be true, this must come true, this must happen by this particular time, that's a death wish. Because when you get to that particular time that you've set for yourself, and you are too attached to this goal, and it doesn't happen, like so many other dreams which don't happen, so many other dreams which don't come true, these ones, or this particular goal that you have, it's not an exemption. So you don't achieve it. What is going to happen? You're going to feel frustrated. You're going to feel like you're good for nothing. You're going to feel like your life is over. You're going to feel like the future you hoped for is not going to come your way. And therefore, what I'm saying is, as you set goals, always see them as possibilities. When you are saying, I want to achieve this, I want to achieve that, look at it as a possibility. Don't fix your mind that saying to yourself that this I must achieve, this I must do by this particular time. Don't do that. Because when that time comes and you have not achieved whatever you wanted to achieve, then definitely, you're going to feel heartbroken. You're going to hurt yourself. Do you know that every day, more than 50 people here in Kenya dies or kill themselves because of failing to achieve their dreams? Do you know that? Because look at that person who had fixed his or her mind that a specific or a certain relationship must work. And of course, it didn't. And then that person commits suicide. Look at this other person who had fixed his mind that it is this particular business which is going to make him or her a successful person in life. And then maandamano ikafanya ile kitu. Yes, jamaa wakakuja wakavamia shop yako, like we saw the other day, you know, a few months ago when there were demonstrations here in Kenya. Yes, and everything was destroyed. And then you feel like your life is over. You're devastated. You are heartbroken. You give up in life. A series of diseases and infections and even incurable diseases emanate from that. You start having depression, you start having stress. By the end of a few years, you have stroke. After another few years, you are dead. Why? Because you fixed your mind into something, and the fact that it was a possibility, you decided to believe that it is a fact which must come true. So the first mistake that you are making is being too attached to your goal. And I know what you're thinking. Are you telling us that we should not own our goals? Are you telling us that we should not work extra hard for our goals? Working hard is not enough. You need to think about the consequences of what you are doing before you start the journey. You should not only see the positive side of the goal that you want to achieve. You should also see the negative side of what you want to do. Because everything positive has a negative part of it. So every time that you want to achieve something, don't just start celebrating because of the end game, which is positive. Always think about the consequences. Think about the negative possibilities as well. Don't just think about the positive possibilities. Think about the negative possibilities. Don't fix your mind that something must happen. Don't do that. See it as a possibility and hope and work towards it becoming a reality. Bearing in mind that it may not. And so ask yourself, when it doesn't, how will I behave? When it doesn't work out the way I'm expecting and I'm hoping it will, who will I be? If this thing that I'm putting too much energy in doesn't exactly give me the end product that I'm looking forward to, if this thing that I'm putting too much time and energy does not give me the fruits that I want, who will I be? How will I behave? What will I become? That is very important. So see the negative possibility as you look at the positive possibility. That's number one. Number two, another reason why your goals are not becoming a reality, it's because, first of all, you are a disappointment to yourself. Remember what I was telling you about you and your friend, saying that you're going to start a certain routine, let's say working out. And then the first day you don't show up, the first week you don't show up. What happens? Your friend will no longer expect you to show up. And this is what we are doing to ourselves. You say that, I'm going to start this tomorrow. And then you don't. What are you communicating to your mind, to your unconscious mind, which is the master and that's where the magic happens. That's your genie. Your unconscious mind is your genie. That's now the part of you which makes things become a reality. Okay? So, when you say, I'm going to do it today, or I'm going to start it tomorrow, and you don't, and then you come up with an excuse why you didn't, then you say, I'm going to start it next week. Let me fix these few things that are preventing me from doing it. And then next week comes, you don't. After another few days, you say, I'm going to start it, then you don't. So what do you think? Your mind and your unconscious mind is understanding about you. What do you think is the message that you are constantly sending to your unconscious mind? What you're telling your conscious mind is that I'm too good at saying what I'm going to do, but I never get things done. So your mind, your unconscious mind, will think that you're not serious. What your unconscious mind is going to register is that you're not serious about this. You have postponed this 10 times. So that means it doesn't matter that much to you. You have postponed this thing 5 times. So your unconscious mind is going to register that this dream to you is not worthy pursuing. So your unconscious mind is going to register that you do not have what it takes to make this dream a reality, to make this goal a reality. That's what your mind is going to register. That's the language that your unconscious mind is going to understand. And therefore, the more you train your mind to do what you've said to it that you're going to do, because when I say that I'm going to do something tomorrow, that's a promise that I've made to my unconscious mind. My unconscious mind is going definitely to register that. So itasema, it's like a calendar. This is very true. Let me show you how. What happened that day when you had something so important that you had to do in the morning and you were supposed to wake up at 6 a.m. or let's say 5 a.m. Maybe you have a trip that you're going, or you have a wedding, you have a party, you have something that you're looking forward to do. There's that thing that you feel you are possessed about. There's that one thing that you feel it's an obsession. You must do it. You're looking forward to make it happen or to see it happen. So what happened when you told your unconscious mind that tomorrow I have this thing that I love doing, and it will be happening at 7 a.m. That means I must wake up at 5 a.m. to get ready. Now, it's you now talking to your unconscious mind. So that means that I must wake up tomorrow at 5 a.m. so that I can get ready to be at the venue of this event by 6 a.m. Sorry, by 7 a.m. But of course, because you are not used to automatically waking up in the morning, ukaset alarm. Tell me if this is not true. Did you wake up a few minutes before alarm uitane? Ama before alarm irie? Did you? Did you wake up just on dot at that particular time when ulikuwa umesema utaamuka? Even before alarm tu ianza hivi kulia. So alarm ikilia ulikuwa umeshika simu hivi. So alarm tu ilianza, then uka snooze or uka switch off. Why? But there are other times when lazima uset alarm 5 ya kwenda kazini, hiyo kazi yenye upendi. Yes? That job which you are forcing yourself to wake up and go do, you must set at least 5 alarms. Unataka kuamka saa ngapi? Unataka kuamka 6. Lazima uset alarm ya 5, 5:15, 5:30, 5:45, 5:50, 5:57 and 5:59, alafu sasa ya 6 plus sasa unaongeza ingine ya 6:15, alarm kama 10 within a span of 5 minutes. Ama unaweka alarm yako ijirudie mara 10 simply because unajua you have told your unconscious mind that you are waking up to do something that doesn't matter to you. You are waking up to do something that you do not like. So my mind, I do not like that thing. And when you tell your unconscious mind that you do not like something, it makes sure that that thing does not occur, that the frequency of that thing happening is reduced. Your unconscious mind makes sure that whatever you do not like does not happen. It's only going to bring you the present experiences that you're communicating to it. That's the magic. So you need to understand that what you tell or what you feed your unconscious mind with, that is what it manifests. You feed it with positive vibes, positive things, positive thinking, positive words. That's definitely what it is going to manifest. Okay? So, you need to stop being a disappointment to yourself. You need to cultivate discipline. Do things when you have said you are going to do them. Stop giving yourself excuses why you are not doing it. Because that is not only damaging your brain by creating pathways of you not ever achieving anything in life, of you always remembering that you must postpone something. You need to stop being a disappointment to yourself. When you say you're going to do something, do it. Whether you feel you have what it takes or not, do it. Whether you feel you have the courage or not, do it. Whether you feel people are going to support you or not, do it. Whether you feel that people are going to discourage you or not, do it already. Okay? Just do it. Because if you form a habit of not doing the things that you've said you're going to do, then what you're communicating to your mind is everything that you say you are going to do, you never end up doing, and therefore, everything that you communicate to your unconscious mind that you're going to do is never important enough for you to do it. So your mind should never bother to give you the energy that you need to do that thing. So your unconscious mind should never bother to make whatever that you're talking about a reality. So, if you're saying you're going to do something, that discipline is what matters the most, more than anything else. Just do it. Wake up and do it. Start where you are, with what you have, and just do what you can. Okay? Do what you can with what you have, and just start where you are. And then along the way, you're going to figure out how to do it better. You're going to figure out how to do it differently. You're going to figure out how to make it better. Everyone who starts something new, and this is a fact, everyone who is starting something new, the truth is they don't have even a clue. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know exactly what's going to happen in the next stage of life. When I started the Newness Counseling Organization, when I was registering the organization, I had no idea actually what I was doing. I had no idea what I was supposed to do with this organization. I had no idea. I had no clue. I didn't know even the privileges of an organization. I just knew I had to do it. And so I did it. And today it's impacting lives. It's changing people's lives. So I had to start. And then along the way, I'm going to figure out how to do it better. I'm going to figure out what to do about it. Some of you might think that that is starting something without proper planning. That is starting something without being specific. That is starting something without thinking about where it's taking you. But you don't have to do that. Stop fixing your mind that you must see the end of the staircase before you start climbing them. Who told you that you must see the end or the last what? Sorry, who told you that you must see the last staircase before you take the first one? Who told you that you must see the end picture or the last picture of something before you start it? That's not how real life works. That can work with projects. That can work with buildings. That can work with investments. But you know it doesn't always work. But in real life, if you are always focusing on making sure that you have all the raw materials before you begin, you never get anything done. If you are always focusing on making sure that you have all the courage before you start, you never get anything done. If you are looking forward to have everything figured out before you start, you never have anything done. You need to instill the discipline of doing it when you've said you're going to do it. Stop giving yourself excuses why you can't do it, why you won't do it, why you have not done it. Stop doing that. You're damaging your brain. You are confusing your unconscious mind. So if you say you're going to do it, just do it. Start where you are with what you have and just do what you can. Don't be a disappointment to yourself. The third thing that I want to talk about, why you're not achieving your goals and why most of you are giving up on your goals as soon as you have anticipated or you have decided that you are going to have these goals achieved. Lack of patience. Lack of patience. You want to dream today and achieve it tomorrow. If it doesn't happen within 1 week, within 1 month, within 1 year, then it's never going to happen. That's what you are thinking. And that's a very dangerous way of thinking. You are too impatient to an extent that if something does not happen within the time that you've said it's going to happen, you give up on it. That's very dangerous. You need to cultivate patience. You need to be open-minded. You need to be open to as many possibilities as possible. Don't say that I must achieve this, and if I don't, then it's not worth striving for. Don't do what we call black and white thinking. It's either I have it or I don't. There's nothing in between for you. It's either I make it or I don't. It's either you love me or you hate me. Okay? It's either we are going or we are not. It's either you live or die. So, when you're thinking like such, you become even a danger to yourself, because chances that you are going to harm yourself are way too high. And the reason people commit suicide, most of them, is because, well, yes, there are some who have hopelessness. There are some who have tried their best and things are not working. But the majority of people who commit suicide, it's because simply something is not working, so it means it will never work. It's not working today, then it will never work. I have nobody to love me today, then I'll never have. I have no money today, then I'll never have it. The moment you think like that, you become a danger to yourself and a danger to the society, to those people who surround you. Because now that's when anger starts setting in. Jealousy starts setting in. You start becoming envious of what other people are doing because you have already given up on your own goals. Impatience is a very dangerous thing to possess. Impatience is a ticking bomb to death. Because sooner or later, if you make impatience an integral part of your life, if you make impatience part of who you are, then you never wait for anything to happen. And what people fail to understand is that it's for you to work hard, it's for you to dream big, it's for you to do what you have to do to get what you want to get. But it's not for you to decide when something is going to happen. It's not for you. That's none of your business. It's the business of universe at its own timing that things are going to happen in your life. Yours is to work hard. Yours is to put in the necessary efforts. Yours is to do what must be done. Yours is to sacrifice for that dream that you want to achieve. Yours is to pay the price. And then let the universe bring whatever you are attracting to yourself. If your mind is thinking about achieving it, and you can be able to visualize it and see it become a reality, then what you need is to be patient and wait for the right time for it to happen. You cannot make sure that every step is headed towards a specific direction and then find yourself in an opposite direction, unless accidents happen, unless there's an accident that has happened. We have accidents in life, things that we cannot prevent, things that are beyond our control. Unless an accident happens to turn you around to the opposite direction, if you're taking every step, for example, unatoka Embu County, unataka kwenda Nairobi City, unataka kwenda CBD, unataka kwenda Nairobi, and then unatoka Embu. So if you're going to take every step ukielekea direction ya Nairobi, tell me, how is it possible that you find yourself in Meru? It's not possible. Unless accidents happen, ukuwa kwa barabara, upatane na a road accident, ukuwe unconscious, upelekwe hospitali Meru. Okay? But for as long as you are taking every step towards Nairobi and no accidents happen along the way, then definitely utajipata Nairobi. Maybe statistics are saying that kutoka Embu kwenda Nairobi, it's going to take you 5 days by foot, or it's going to take you 3 hours ukiwa na gari, or maybe using a bicycle it's going to take you 3 days, whatever the time. That does not mean that you're going to get to Nairobi exactly at that specific time. Kama kwenda na gari inafaa kukutake 3 hours, unaweza fika Sagana and then gari iharibike. So that means bado utafika Nairobi, lakini utakuwa delayed kidogo. Okay? So ukifika pale Thika upate kuna jam, ikudelay for 30 minutes or 1 hour. That does not mean hutafika Nairobi. And that specifically also doesn't mean that Nairobi imehama. No. Nairobi bado iko hapa. Na bado utafika Nairobi. What has happened is that you have been delayed. And all you need is to be patient. Okay? So patience is very important. Ukiwa kwa jam, ujaribu kwenda kukibiria the wrong lane, ati ndio ufike Nairobi haraka, you're going to cause accidents. Most likely you're going to die. If you try to overspeed after jam imeisha, you're also likely going to cause accident and die. So you're not going to achieve your dream. Okay? That's how life works. Let me repeat that for you. Assuming, and this is how dreams work, and this is how patience should look like. Assuming unatoka Embu, unataka kwenda Nairobi. You're supposed to take 3 hours to get to Nairobi. But unfortunately, ukifika pale Sagana, engine overheat, ikwame kidogo. That means you have to look for a mechanic, akuje atengeneze, ama mguu imetoboka, ndio akuje atengeneze, then you're going to continue with your journey. That means you'll be delayed for 1 hour or for 2 hours. Kama ilikuwa ufike Nairobi within 3 hours, now utafika Nairobi within 5 hours. Because you have been delayed for 2 hours. You being delayed in Sagana does not mean that Nairobi imehama. Does not mean that your dream imehama. Does not mean that bado hutafika Nairobi. And also the fact that you have been delayed in Sagana does not mean that you'll be delayed in Thika, Juja, and Gara. Maybe utafika pale Thika, upate kuna jam. Okay? So itabidi tena ugoje hiyo jam iishe. Again, ukuwe delayed for 1 hour. Ulikuwa umefikiria sasa utafika in 5 hours, ukuwe delayed for 1 hour, ufike in 6 hours. Alright? Ufike pale Gara. Or you know any other place yenye inakuwa na jam sana ukielekea Nairobi. Upate tena kuna jam kali sana, maybe kuna accident ime happen. And then urealize kwamba hii jam itakaa for 5 hours before iishe. So now you decide to take a different route, so ukuwe redirected to another route, which is going to take you a longer time. All this time that you are being delayed along the way does not mean that Nairobi imehama, does not mean that hutafika Nairobi. It just means that you have been delayed along the way, but by the end of the day, bado utafika Nairobi. So that is the same case to our dreams in life. You have seen a dream, yes. na umefanya calculation zako, umeona utaweza kuachieve in 10 years. 10 years is a long time. Let's talk about 1 year. You've said that you have seen that you're going to achieve this dream in 1 year. So you need to be so open-minded. And that's why I was saying you need to see this dream as a possibility. Because there's so many things that are going to happen along the way, which may make you not achieve this dream, or which may delay this dream. So now, umeanza your dream leo. You have started working on your dream today. And then you have done your calculations and it's going to happen in 1 year. For example, you want to start a company next year. That is in 1 year. So, and umeajiriwa, you are earning a salary of 50,000. And then you have done your calculations. If you are able to save 25,000 every month, by the end of 1 year, you'll have enough money to start the company. Good. After 1 month of starting saving, let's say about after 3 months of saving, upatane na road accident. Uchukue zile savings zako zote, upeleke hospitali. What does that mean? You are 3 months late on your dream. Usonge, after umetoka hospitali, uanze kurecover. After 6 months since umetoka hospitali, you know now after umetoka hospitali, sasa ndio umeanza tena zero kusave. So after 7 months or 8 months or 6 months of saving, ufutwe kazi. So for the next 5 months after kufutwa kazi, hujapata kazi, you are still tamaking. Bado unatafuta job. So that means ile pesa ulikuwa umesave, ndio utakuwa unalipa rent nayo, ndio utakuwa una travel nayo ukitafuta kazi, ndio utakuwa unalipa rent nayo, ndio utakuwa unalipa bills nayo. So you had said to yourself that you are going to achieve this dream in 1 year. But after 1 year, umegojeka, umeenda hospitali, ukatumia pesa, umefutwa kazi, so sahi huna kazi. So after 1 year, actually, after that 1 year, sahiyo hata huna pesa ya kukula, huna pesa ya kulipa bills. You are depending on someone else for survival. That is now after 1 year since you said that you are going to achieve this specific dream. Okay? So, if you had fixed your mind that you must achieve this dream, if you had fixed your mind that you must achieve the dream, then you'll be frustrated, you'll be devastated, you'll be heartbroken. At this particular time, you will be giving up. You will be hopeless. You'll be seen as if you never achieve anything in your life. You'll have given up. But what if, when you were starting, you saw this dream as a possibility, which might or might not be achieved? But even with that, you did everything that you can to achieve it. If you do not achieve this dream after 1 year, that will be okay with you, because after all, it was a possibility. Okay? So when you have been delayed to achieve your dream, it does not mean that that dream is not achievable. It does not mean that you not achieve it. It just means that the time you had anticipated that you're going to achieve this dream was not the same time that the universe was ready to give you that particular achievement.